Look at this bar chart. What do you see? I see that one of these is not like the others. Actually, the two bars on the right show returns more than 10 times higher than real estate, gold, or equities. Did you miss out on making millions of dollars in the dot-com boom of the 1990s? Are you currently missing out on the crypto boom that is occurring right now? You may have heard of Bitcoin, but as this chart shows, the story is much larger than just Bitcoin. In the first 2 quarters of 2017, Bitcoin way outperformed the other asset classes, the standard ones being real estate, gold, and equities. And the alternative coins way outperformed Bitcoin by almost 3 to 1. Now, what kind of returns would you rather get? Single-digit returns from real estate, gold, and equities, or triple-digit returns from something else? And that was just in 6 months. In this video, you will learn how to get in early on the crypto boom and how to position yourself in front of this epic global wealth transfer. You see, there's an emerging crypto economy that is rapidly replacing the old legacy economy anchored in government currencies and centralized banking. That's what is driving these returns, and it is just at the beginning stages, okay? But don't take my word for it. Billionaire Bill Gross, founder of the largest bond fund in the world, now says that the Bitcoin blockchain may counter central banks. He says that as investors lose faith in the system, they will increasingly seek safe havens. Now, we saw this happen in South Korea recently as they loaded up on Bitcoin as a way to preserve and transfer their wealth in case of military action by North Korea, as you can see in the rapid increase in red, which is a trading volume of the KRW, which is the South Korean won. Former Goldman Sachs executive Matthew Getz says, "It is a wildly inefficient market where alpha potential, risk-adjusted returns, is abundant, more than anything we've seen in our careers. We think it's a rare opportunity for investors. It's not often there's a new capital market being born in front of you." Now, one more quote. Andreas Antonopoulos, a technologist, adds this nuance. He says, "This is the internet of money. It's not just money for the internet. The Bitcoin currency is just a first application. It's like email on the internet. It's good enough to change the world and have everyone adopt the internet." Enough quotes. In this bar chart, you can see the growth of the number of internet users from 1996 to 2000 in green. And in blue is a growth in the number of Bitcoin transactions during a comparable 4-year time frame from 2012 to 2016. And what you're seeing is that Bitcoin is experiencing right now the same rate of adoption or growth rate as the internet did in the late 1990s, during the heyday of the internet boom, when investors were making millions. The Bitcoin adoption rate is actually growing faster than the internet did because the blue bars are actually higher for most of the years. This is double and triple digit annual growth here. Just a decade or two ago, the internet transitioned from being a novelty to a must-have. In a few years from now, the same thing could be said of cryptocurrencies. Now, why is this? It's because cryptocurrencies are proving themselves to be a better form of money and a better monetary system than the government-controlled fiat currency system. And they are just now beginning to go mainstream. We are here, still at the beginning of the crypto boom. The internet is now being used by billions of people everywhere, worldwide. Over the next 10 years, the same goes for cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies can even be used by the billions of people who do not even have access to a bank. And that's already being done in Kenya and East Africa. Using cryptocurrencies for payment is more secure and less expensive than using Visa or MasterCard. 7 billion people use fiat currencies, and there are $5.7 trillion of foreign currency transactions daily. In comparison, only about 15 million people use cryptocurrencies currently. Imagine what happens to the value of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and the alternative coins as people migrate over to using the safer, less regulated cryptocurrencies instead of the government fiat currencies. As the rate of transfer of planetary wealth from government debt money to crypto money escalates, this could result in each month being a record-breaking month for wealth transfers, month after month for years and years to come. Let me ask you a question. Would you like to be on the receiving end of that wealth transfer? You see, Bitcoin first launched on January 3rd, 2009. It took 8 years to get to where we are now. And Bitcoin has doubled in value every year. Some speculators have suggested that as hundreds of millions of early adopters and early majority adapt this new technology, Bitcoin could reach well over $500,000 per coin. And if that happened, that means you'd become a millionaire just by owning 1 or 2 Bitcoin. Now, I don't know if that will happen, but I do know that as the pace of adoption increases, so does the value or the price. All it takes is a few major announcements and the price could skyrocket again like it has before. So if you're watching this video right now, you are in the right place at the right time. You see, cryptocurrencies are triggering a paradigm shift because of their scope of application, their speed of adoption, and their scale of expansion. You can actually program a business contract into the blockchain. It's called a smart contract. You cannot do that with gold or with a dollar. Cryptocurrencies represent a superior system of money and an enhanced digital economy. This is like the Wild West .com boom of the 1990s, right before anyone knew what the real impact of the internet was. And it is being built right before our very eyes. Now, why should you listen to me? My name is Rob Thompson. I have 10 years experience in private equity and venture capital and a Wharton MBA, which was ranked the #1 business school in the world when I was there, above Harvard, above Stanford, above MIT, and above the London School of Economics. I also have a graduate degree in international studies from the Lauder Institute of Management and International Studies, and I'm a member of American Mensa, the Genius Society, and I've made tons of money from cryptos. Plus, I run a mastermind group of people who are on the fast track to become millionaires, and some of them billionaires. Regarding what I'm about to share with you, if you had known this information a year ago, you could be a millionaire already. Now, to be candid, the crypto economy, which includes Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and the altcoins, that was tough to figure out. It is an entirely new asset class that is not correlated to stocks, bonds, real estate, gold, or commodities. Bitcoin has more than doubled in value every year since inception because of the growth of the fundamentals, not just speculation. Look at this chart of the number of transactions per day, and you see that it's grown because millions more people are using Bitcoin, not just a few people speculating in it. The Bank of International Settlement, the central bank of all central banks, now recognizes Bitcoin and Ethereum as world currencies. They're just not widely distributed yet. Let me tell you my story. I missed out on the .com boom because I couldn't see what was happening right before my eyes. I was studying abroad in Russia in 1992 and someone told me I could send a letter from a computer in Moscow to a computer in the US, and they called it electronic mail. I thought, well, what if the person I'm mailing doesn't have a computer at their house? Why force them to have to travel to a computer, access a dial-up modem to communicate with me when I can just call them directly on the phone? I missed out on the early days of email. I took an HTML class in college, and the web pages looked all gimmicky with silly flashing icons. A friend of mine said he was going to start a business making websites for companies. And I told him I didn't think companies would actually want to have a silly looking website. I missed out on the e-commerce boom too. I was such a failure. When the boom occurred, I got depressed because I was stuck on the outside looking in, not knowing how to position myself in front of the wealth transfer. I thought my lucky break came after graduating college when the high-tech company I worked for went public in 2001. But things got even worse. It was at the tail end of the dot-com boom and my pre-IPO stock became worthless. And they fired 90% of the employees including me. I completely missed out on the wealth creation during the dot-com boom. Then, several years later, I got my lucky break because I got into business school, to the Wharton School, the #1 business school in the world at the time. While at Wharton, I learned to see the world through a macroeconomic lens. I see the world differently than the average person does, and I can pick up on things that the average person misses. And now, I'm letting you piggyback on my lucky break and get the financial benefit of a Wharton MBA without having to get into an Ivy League graduate program. A friend of mine told me about Bitcoin in 2012, but I didn't buy any back then because he mainly used it for in-game purchases while online gaming, and I didn't play online games. Plus, I heard that people who kept Bitcoin on their computer got hacked, and I didn't want to become a target for hackers. I would have been on the track to miss out on the crypto boom that's happening right now, but as Bitcoin pushed past barrier after barrier and became commercialized, I was able to see the writing on the wall. And this time, because of my Wharton training, I could see how to correctly position myself in front of it. I saw dozens of ways to rake in handsome profits from the crypto boom, and now so can you. I didn't get lucky by buying Bitcoin cheap in the early days and holding on to it through the meteoric rise. That's not investing. That's getting lucky. Instead, I figured out how to rake in the dough by investing smart in the crypto economy. Anybody can do this once you know how. And the best part is it's passive investing, no having to sit in front of a computer all day long like a day trader. It took me tons of research to be able to wrap my head around the nature of the change that is occurring and how to benefit from it without having to become a computer geek. So to quickly help you wrap your head around the true nature of the crypto boom and how to benefit from it, my research team and I put together this 30-page special report called Cryptocurrency Evolution: Epic Profits from Epic Changes. Here are several ways it shows you how to correctly position yourself in front of this epic wealth transfer. It gives you foundational knowledge on crypto coins, tokens, the blockchain, smart contracts, proof-of-work mining, proof-of-stake sharding, mining pools, cloud mining, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the altcoins, currency exchanges, initial coin offerings or ICOs, trade algorithms, wallets, both software wallets and hardware wallets. Just from this one component alone, you can be in the know on how things work and what's going on. After reading our Cryptocurrency Evolution report, this foreign language sounding technobabble will actually make sense to you. We also dive deep on initial coin offerings. See which coins are experiencing triple-digit returns per week. It's on page 28. Under the cryptocurrency mining, you learn which coins to mine and why. I'll give you a hint, it's not Bitcoin. It's on page 24. On the mining pools and cloud contracts section, you'll see who's hot and who's not. It's on page 26. On the buy and hold, you learn which coins are the best to buy and hold and where to get them. It's on page 27. With auto trading, you learn where to go to set up your own auto trading system. It's on page 28. We also talk about hedge funds. We list over 15 professional traders for accredited investors who are able to invest $250,000 or more. It's on page 29. We also teach you how to keep your currency safe from hackers. Without this hacker-proof approach, your coins are as good as gone because they will get stolen unless you know exactly how to keep them safe. It's on page 22. You also learn how to safely buy and sell cryptocurrencies, even when using an unsafe, compromised device. It's on page 22. You also get step-by-step instruction on exactly how to make your first cryptocurrency purchase. It's on page 23. You also learn how to avoid the scams and Ponzi schemes that are so prevalent. So prevalent we had to include it on 3 pages, on page 26, 28, and page 29. After reading this report, you'll be able to understand the technical jargon used in videos and news reports about Bitcoin. You'll be able to impress your friends with how much you know about this hot topic, and they will actually look to you as an expert. They'll ask you for advice. You also make some serious coin, no pun intended, as Bitcoin and other virtual currencies become mainstream. You don't have to already be rich to make money off of this. Even just $100 can get you off to a great start. Reading this report could enable you to buy things outside of your regular budget, pay off medical bills, go out to eat at nice restaurants more often, take better vacations, and make more charitable donations to help people in need. And frankly, to be able to quit your job and retire early, even if there is another economic downturn or a period of hyperinflation. This can be a better hedge against currency risk than gold or silver. It is 100 times easier to transport and do transactions with than gold or silver. Matter of fact, police or customs officials, they can seize your gold. They can take your silver. When you go through the airport, they see it in the scanners, they see it in your luggage, they can take it. But cryptocurrencies know no borders. They cannot be physically transported nor confiscated. They are a better form of money all around. Because of the hundreds of man hours and the research costs it took my research staff and I to put together this 30-page ebook for you, plus the extreme value of the content, we're charging $197 for the ebook, and it is worth every penny. If you're watching this video right now, odds are you're serious about making money. You're willing to learn about something new and do things that bring you profits. So, because you're watching this video right now, you won't have to pay $197. You won't even have to pay $97, but only if you promise to do me one simple favor, okay? This is it. After you read the Cryptocurrency Evolution Report, if you find yourself talking with friends about the stuff you learned, then simply tell your friends about the ebook as a way to help them too. It's just that simple. If you talk about the topic, mention the ebook. You help me, I help you. See how that works? Help me get the word out. And if you promise to do that for me, and I'll take you on your word, then I'll offer the ebook to you for the special price that you see below. That's less than a week's worth of coffee at Starbucks. When you hit the button below, before this video ends, you'll get the full Cryptocurrency Evolution Epic Profits from Epic Changes report for the special price that you see below this video. And that's not just a fair price, that's a bargain. But we're only offering this arrangement for a limited time, just to get the word out. If you don't buy now at the special price, then you'll have to pay the full $197 later. Make sense? So, if you want to know how to cash in on the crypto boom and how to position yourself correctly in front of this epic wealth transfer for years to come, then click on the button below. Your PDF copy of Cryptocurrency Evolution Epic Profits from Epic Changes will be made available to you for download immediately. We are so confident that you will love what we provide you in this ebook that we will grant you an ironclad 60-day full money back, no questions asked guarantee. If you are not absolutely thrilled with this ebook, you are eligible for a refund. If you're not blown away by the results you get from this ebook, you get your money back straight away. Even if you don't like the sound of my voice, you can still get your money back. You don't even have to have a problem with the ebook, and we will honor your refund, no questions asked. This is a no-brainer. The value is immense. The risk is nothing. Now, there are two roads that you're facing at this moment. If you don't buy the Cryptocurrency Evolution ebook, this is what will happen. You will miss out on the crypto boom and the chance to make big money from it. If you continue on the road you're on right now, you'll be stuck in your office cubicle, having to deal with the same miserable boss, the boss you hate, the co-workers and clients that annoy you, and the job you can't stand. You have to drink the same putrid coffee every day from the same vending machine. Is that really what you want? Or you can hit the button right below. Take that step. Everything can change. Within an hour from now, you can have the knowledge to cash in on the crypto boom and generate the income to buy things outside of your regular budget, pay off medical bills, Go out to eat at nice restaurants more often. Take better vacations. Make more charitable donations to help people in need. Be able to quit your job and retire early. This ebook will help you better fulfill your life. It is my blessing to you. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. What we show you in this ebook really does work. Again, if you don't take action now at the special price below, then you will have to pay the full $197 price later. So take action. Click on the button below. I'll see you on the other side. Cheers.